Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. Today I'm coming to you from wharf number 6 here at Circular Quay, and it's a beautiful spring day, a little bit overcast. There's a gentle southerly breeze just hopefully blowing that cloud northward, and I'm just down here taking it easy. And I just want to do a little bit of a walk and talk and chat to you about a topic or two that I've got near and dear to my heart. As you can see, you've got the Narrabeen heading off there to Manly. You've got the Opera House silhouetted there against the sky. And you've got ferries coming and going. Let me just pan around here. You can see to the left is the Museum of Contemporary Art, and if I pan around to the cityscape, you'll see the jacaranda trees are starting to take colour, and I absolutely love this time of year because it signals that summer is just around the corner, and I can't wait to go across to Kirribilli and see the magnificent jacaranda trees there in full bloom. And I know that there'll be a lot of my friends and family who will be making their way around there late October, early November to get their selfies on the streets. And it is a wonderful time of year, as I said, trumpeting in the beautiful summer months. And hopefully we can get more people out and about and enjoying this beautiful city during this beautiful time. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Today I'd like to talk about a topic, as I said before, which I've got near and dear to my heart. And the topic that I'd love to talk about today is the topic of triangulation. And for those who are not aware, I spent 23 years of my working career in the IT industry, having worked for the leaders, organisations who were leaders, absolute leaders in their field. NCR, IBM, Telstra, Lend-Lease. And these organisations were absolutely brilliant organisations, as I said, leaders in their field. And I learnt so much about technology, but I also learnt a lot about business, bidding, tendering, pricing, price negotiations. But one of the most important things that I learnt, we've got all these beautiful swallows here. One of the beautiful things that I learnt in working in those industries was the importance of making sure that your solutions, or what you did in life, was fully redundant, which meant that it was protected against failure, because a lot of things we do in life, yes, we take risks, we do lots of things, but we need to ensure that whatever we do, we've got a backup plan, and we've got a safety valve that will ensure that what we're doing, especially the important things in our lives, what we do is able to be maintained and survived, and that does not get put at risk at any time throughout your life and throughout your process. And examples of redundancy in our lives, we've got many examples of redundancy and triangulation. For example, we've got 2 arms, we've got 2 eyes, we've got 2 ears, we've got 2 kidneys, we've got 2 lungs. We've got 2 halves of the brain. As you can see, there's lots of things in our lives that are backed up. We've got a backup that will ensure that in a time of danger or catastrophe, if one is damaged, then we've got another one available there to kick on. And similarly, in communications and networks and IT, they have a thing called triangulation, which ensures that there are two circuits available at all times, so that if one fails, then the other one uses a backup and can come into action and can continue providing the service, the important service, so that there is uninterrupted service. And similarly in our lives, and for that reason, I'll go down this other path here. I haven't even planned on talking about this, but for that reason, we get married. For that reason, we create families, and we have two parents, a father and a mother, which sadly, it used to be the norm to have a mother and father, to have two parents, but it hasn't always gone to plan, because we've had wars where the fathers would go off to fight and many would never return. There was also the other side where the women gave birth, and a lot of women died at birth or died shortly after birth through complications of birth, through the lack of hygiene, through the lack of medical procedures, and through the lack of access to all of these things. So, and whereas these days, whilst we've got the beauties of medicine and all the other things that ensure that people don't die at war or giving birth, we have social issues which damage the family unit. So it just goes to show that we'll always find a way. We'll always find a way to make our lives difficult. But thank God there is a redundancy in place. There is a triangulation in place which allows for one parent to take over, or for an organisation to take over, and to provide the stopgap and the support to enable the family unit to carry on. The other thing we can use with triangulation is when we're trying to find our way in life. It's always important to have mentors, to have people to bounce ideas off, to get a second opinion, and that's what triangulation and redundancy is all about. So, especially in this day and time when we've got lots of people who have access to Facebook, social media, and have a platform, and just blurt out things which create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's important not to take a lot of this stuff that people say at face value, and to know that with Google, with a circle of mentors and people around, you can fact check things pretty easily and come to your own opinion as to what is right, what is wrong, what is overstated, what is reframed in a way which pushes an agenda. So as I alluded to as well there, that triangulation is important when it comes to information and knowledge. Don't simply rely on the one source. We need to have multiple sources, but also be prudent enough and diligent enough and discerning enough to know that not all sources of information, not all people's opinion carry the same weight. There are people out there who just love generating alarmism. They are drama queens, both men and women. Sometimes the men are worse than the women. And you can understand why. They create drama, they create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. and that is to get people to trust them, for them to become the trusted advisor, and then to use that as a form of manipulation to then take control over the individuals. So be careful that you don't get sucked into the fear, uncertainty and doubt and the drama that people generate, because it's all done as part of their plan to manipulate you further down the track, to take money off you, to make money from you. So once again, be very, very cautious and use the ability to triangulate and to get a second opinion, and to find out and to generate your own truth based on your own research and your own personal efforts. Anyway, I think that's about enough for today, but those beautiful jacaranda trees are just purpling up at the moment, and I guarantee, God willing, that I'll do a couple of 5 a.m. clubs with the beautiful colour of the jacaranda tree in the background. And especially at the end of summer, I absolutely love it when I see the jacaranda flowers on the ground, and they give you that mauvey sort of huey colour, especially after a rain. And it is a magical time of year. Anyway, let's finish up with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, understand the concept of triangulation, understand redundancy, never put all your eggs into one basket, but by the same token, don't focus on having too many eggs, but focus all your attention on the basket and keeping that basket safe. And fact check a lot of the stuff that you hear these days, because as I say, there's a lot of people out there generating fear, anxiety, doubt and uncertainty, and drama queens, and they need to be disconnected and muted from our lives as best we can. So take care, and it's a beautiful day. Get out and about and make the most of it. And until we chat again, I look forward to coming to you from another location here in this beautiful city of Sydney, and bringing to you another uplifting message where possible, and sharing either a book summary, an experience, or some sort of observation that we can all leverage and springboard off. Take care, and until we chat again, bye from Jim's 5 a.m. Club.